Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Rhea Ripley has questioned Raquel Rodriguez's memory. On social media, Ripley reacted to the Big Mommy Cool's recent promo from Monday Night Raw. At the 2024 Bad Blood Premium Live event, Rodriguez returned to help Liv Morgan retain the WWE Women's World Championship against Ripley. On the following episode of Raw, the former Women's Tag Team Champion combined forces with the Judgment Day. On this week's Raw, Rodriguez recalled Ripley injuring Morgan, leading to the duo vacating the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The Nightmare reacted to Big Mommy Cool's promo with the following message. Teddy Long drew a comparison between Raquel Rodriguez's new gimmick and WWE legend Chyna's character. Teddy Long recently discussed Raquel Rodriguez's new gimmick as Liv Morgan's bodyguard. He also compared her character to late WWE legend Chyna's. On Sportskeeda Wrestling's The Wrestling Time Machine podcast, Long explained how Rodriguez's character resembled Chyna's. He said, "Well, you know, when you talk about it, like we were saying, Chyna, that's what she was with DX. She was kind of like the bodyguard. And we do have Triple H, the guy that's in charge there. So, all of that seems to be something that he would, you know, be a part of. I like the idea. I certainly do like it. It's a move for women in wrestling, and like I said, I'm not comparing her to nobody, because I don't know yet. Anyway, I agree with you guys. There's certainly a lot of Chyna there, but I just want to wait and see what happens here. But, I think this is a good move for her, and I think if they do it right, they got something." The feud between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan is far from over, despite the Eradicators' failed attempts to regain the Women's World Championship. It remains to be seen whether WWE decides to book a match between Raquel Rodriguez and Ripley. Rhea Ripley paced backstage, her usual swagger briefly giving way to a look of concentration. Tonight's episode of WWE Raw had brought something unexpected, Raquel Rodriguez's promo. Rhea had seen it all before, rivals talking tough, making bold declarations. But this time, something felt off. Does she think I've forgotten? Rhea muttered to herself as she approached the curtain, ready to confront Raquel. As the lights dimmed and her music hit, "This is my brutality" echoed throughout the arena. The crowd erupted, sensing that Rhea was on a warpath. With the WWE Women's World Championship slung over her shoulder, Rhea marched to the ring with purpose. Her eyes were fixated on the massive screen, where moments earlier, Raquel Rodriguez had stood with a determined expression, delivering a scathing promo about their upcoming clash. Raquel had confidently reminded the WWE Universe of her dominance in NXT, claiming she was ready to dethrone Rhea and take her rightful place atop the women's division. But it wasn't just the words that got under Rhea's skin, it was Raquel's selective memory. She conveniently forgot how things had gone down in the past. Rhea wasn't one to let such things slide. Standing in the center of the ring now, mic in hand, Rhea let the crowd settle before raising it to her lips. Her icy glare scanned the audience. Well. It seems like Raquel Rodriguez has a real short memory, she began, her voice low but laced with venom. She stood out here tonight, talking about how she's going to take my title, how she's going to show the world what she's capable of. And trust me, I respect her talent, I respect her strength, but there's one thing I don't respect, Raquel. I don't respect lies. Rhea's eyes flickered toward the ramp, as if daring Raquel to come out and face her right now. The crowd cheered in approval, recalling the fierce battles between Rhea and Raquel dating back to their days in NXT. Their rivalry had been a highlight of the women's division, with both women pushing each other to their limits. But Rhea had always seemed to come out on top. You want to talk about strength, Raquel? Fine, let's talk about it. You think you're stronger than me? That you can overpower me? Rhea paused, letting the weight of her words sink in. Last time I checked, you were the one crawling out of the ring, licking your wounds, while I was standing tall. The audience's reaction grew louder as Rhea paced around the ring, feeding off their energy. And now you've got the audacity to stand there and act like I'm just another challenger in your way? No, sweetheart, I'm the champion for a reason. I am the mountain you need to climb, and you haven't even made it to the first peak yet. Rhea's expression darkened as she thought back to Raquel's words. The arrogance, the bravado, it all reminded her of countless others who thought they could take her down, only to find out just how wrong they were. Raquel, Rhea's voice dropped to a whisper, making the crowd lean in as she spoke with chilling intensity, you've forgotten who you're dealing with. You've forgotten that I am not some cookie-cutter opponent. I am brutality. I am the nightmare that ends careers, and you, Raquel, are just another name on my list. She straightened up, standing tall and adjusting the championship on her shoulder. But don't worry, I'll help jog your memory real soon. When we step into that ring again, I'm going to make sure you remember every punch, every slam, every scream of pain. I'm going to remind you why you've never been able to beat me. And when it's all said and done, you'll remember that Rhea Ripley doesn't just defend this title. I destroy anyone who thinks they can take it from me. The crowd roared in approval, but Rhea wasn't finished. And Raquel, let me make one thing perfectly clear, there's no running from this. You can come out here, talk about your accolades, talk about how you're going to take my title. But when the bell rings, and you're trapped in that ring with me, it won't be about words. It'll be about who has the guts to do whatever it takes to win. And spoiler alert, I've already proven time and time again that I'm willing to do anything. Suddenly, the sound of Raquel's music blared through the arena speakers, and the crowd erupted in a mix of cheers and boos. Rhea turned toward the entrance ramp, her lips curling into a smirk as Raquel Rodriguez appeared, mic in hand, ready to respond. Rhea, you've got a lot to say tonight, Raquel began, stepping forward with confidence. And I'll admit, you've beaten me before. But things are different now. You're not the same Rhea Ripley you were back in NXT. You've gotten comfortable. You've gotten complacent. Rhea raised an eyebrow, clearly amused by Raquel's boldness. Complacent? She asked mockingly. Raquel nodded, standing at the top of the ramp. Yeah, complacent. You've been sitting at the top for too long, Rhea, and you've forgotten what it's like to fight tooth and nail for something. That's where you're wrong about me. I'm not the same woman you've beaten before. I've grown stronger, smarter, and more dangerous. The tension in the arena was palpable as both women locked eyes. I haven't forgotten anything, Rhea, Raquel continued, her voice firm. I remember every time we fought, every time you got the better of me. But now, I'm ready to change that. And when we face off again, it's going to be different.